Friends, we can all see that many white bloggers have millions of followers. Please support me too, because my followers are still few. Black bloggers also deserve to be famous. My friends, let's unite and lift each other up. Please press subscribe button and like. In the heart of Wilmritz, Texas, the sun shone brightly over the high school, casting long shadows across the parking lot. Salman Drayton, a black marine, stepped out of his Dodge Charger, his uniform crisp and polished. He had driven 8 hours to witness his son Terran's graduation, a moment he promised his late wife he would never miss. As he walked out the entrance, he closely wore a photograph of her holding their newborn son, a reminder of the love that she linked him to Kansas Joy. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement. Families filled the bleachers, and the scent of popcorn mingled with the sound of laughter. Salman found a seat in the third row, a place designated for families or graduates. He settled in, which his heart swelling with pride as he spotted Tyron Ehrman the graduates, tall and lanky, with each his matkersist as the ceremony began, the national anthem played, and Salman stood at attention. His presence a silent salute to the successes he had made. But the moment was interrupted when two security guards approached him, their Jimian suggesting authority. "Excuse me, sir, we need you to come with us," one guard said. His voice but firm to Solomonskam Jimian didn't waver. "Is there a problem?" he asked, which his voice steady. The tall guard, Officer Melly, shifted uncomfortable. "The section is for families of graduating seniors," he replied as if Salman didn't belong. "I drove 8 hours to watch my son graduate. He'll be sitting right here," Salman stated, his tone unwavering. The guards exchanged their glances, sensing the tension rising in the room. Whispers spread through the crowd as people began to take notice. Just then, 6 men entered the GIM, their presence commanding attention. They were Navy SEALs, veterans who had fought alongside Salman in battles far from home. They moved with purpose, taking positions around the GIM, their eyes scanning the scene. Salman didn't need to look back. She felt their solidarity. The guards, realizing they were outnumbered, hesitated. "This doesn't need to get ugly," Melly said, trying to regain control. But Salman remained seated, with his focus unwavering. They taken it with anticipation as the crowd sensed the shift in power dynamics. Sarah De Marston, a fellow veteran, stepped forward. "Is there a reason this man is being battered?" he asked, his voice come yet authoritative. The guards faltered, caught a guard by the unexpected support. "You don't put your hands on that man," Crick continued, which is gazi unwavering. The tension in the GIM was palpable. Salman remained seated, embodying the strength of silence. The guards exchanged their nervous glances, realizing they had underestimated the situation. One by one, more veterans stood, creating a wall of support around Salman as the ceremony continued. The focus shifted from the stage to the standoff. Tyron, standing among his classmates, felt the weight of the moment. He had seen the guards approach his father and sensed the tension building. His heart raced, torn between pride and anger. He had grown up hearing stories of his father's bravery, but witnessing it firsthand was different. Finally, Terran's name was called. Their pillows erupted, but it was different this time. The 6 SEALs raised their hands in salute, a gesture of respect that resonated throughout the GIM. Tyron walked across the stage, his chin held high, knowing that his father's strength was with him because he received his diploma. He locked eyes with Salman, who made his gazi with a proud smile. In that moment, Tyron understood the true meaning of honor and loyalty. Their pillows grew louder, echoing the respect for both father and son throughout the ceremony. As students celebrated, Salman and Tyron met outside. "You okay?" Salman asked, placing a hand on his son's shoulder. Tyron nodded, which is expression serious. "They tried to move you, dude." I was ready to say something to. Salman smiled so swiftly. "And that's why you didn't. You handled it like a man toy." Tyron looked at the group of veterans nearby, curiosity in each face. "Who were they?" "Men I bled with," Salman replied. "Men who know what loyalty means to." Tyron nodded slowly. Absorbing the weight of his father's words as they walked to the car, Salman reflected on the day. "Life will hand you chances to react with anger," he said. But sometimes silence cuts deeper. Degenerate sticks longer. Tyranny stenit intently, realizing that true strength doesn't always lowered. He was often found in quiet resolve tot they climbed into the church, the warmth of the sun enveloping Terum. Who ought now? Tyranny asked, a grim breaking through. Whoever house? Solomon took error, starting the engine. Of course, as they drove away, the memory of the day lingered, a testament to the bond between father and son. Tyranny understood that manhood wasn't about noise. It was about how you carried yourself when the world stopped to a chink. And in that moment, he knew he would carry ages what cares legacy with pride, just as Solomon had carried ages on but just as they were about with the school grounds, a commotion erupted behind Terum. Solomon glanced in the rearview mirror and saw the two security guards, now flanked by school officials, approaching the group of veterans. The tension in the air in the air again, and Solomon felt a familiar surge of protectiveness that what's happening? Tyranny asked, which he is voicing the day with concern. Stay in the car, Solomon instructed, which is tone firm. He stepped out, which he is posturally straightening as he approached the unfolding scene. The guards were arguing with Creed and the other veterans, their faces flushed with embarrassment and anger. Listen, this isn't over, Melly shouted, with his voice rising, above the crowd. You can't just come in here and... No. Solomon's voice cut through the chairs, commanding attention. The crowd fell silent, all eyes on him. You disrespected me and my family today. You don't get to dictate who belongs here. The guards exchanged their glances, their bravado faltering under the weight of Solomon's presence. Creed stepped beside Solomon, which is ace fierce. You don't understand the kind of man you're dealing with, he said, his voice but steady. We don't back down from intimidation. The tension crackled in the air, and Solomon felt the support of his fellow veterans behind him. He knew this was more than just a confrontation. It was a moment that would define not only his relationship with Tyranny but also the legacy of respect and honor he wanted to instill in him. As the standoff continued, Solomon took a deep breath, grounding himself in the moment. He glanced back at Tyranny, who was watching intently from the car, which is his pression a mix of pride and concern. Solomon who had to show his own what true strength looked like not just in the face of adversity, but in standing up for what was right. Let's see through this like men, Solomon said, his voice steady. You want to talk about respect? Let's talk about IT. But know this, I will not let you disrespect my family or my service. The crowd around Terum began to murmur, sensing the gravity of the moment. Solomon felt the weight of their eyes, the support of his fellow veterans, and the left ideas on falling areas resulted just as the tension reached its peak. The principal stepped forward, her expression serious. This is a school event, she said firmly. We will not tolerate this kind of behavior. I suggest you all step back and let this go. But Solomon stood with his ground, ready to defend his honor and that of his family. The moment hung in the air, charged with emotion and the promise of resolution to contain. Just as the situation seemed to escalate, a voice broke through the tension, come and out authoritatively. What's going on here? It was the mayor of Elmridge, a respected figure in the community. His presence shifted the atmosphere, and the crowd parted slightly to make way for him. Solomon felt a wave of relief wash over him, knowing that the mayor's intervention could bring a resolution to the standoff. As the mayor approached, Solomon took a deep breath, ready to explain the situation. But he also knew that this moment was about more than just him. It was about the respect and dignity that every person deserved, especially in a place meant for celebration. The mayor looked between Solomon and the guards, his expression serious. I think we need to have a conversation about respect and understanding, he said, with his voice steady. This is a day for celebration, not conflict. And in that moment, Solomon realized that sometimes the most powerful statements are made not through anger or confrontation, but through the willingness to stand firm in his beliefs while inviting dialogue and understanding. As the mayor began to mediate, Solomon felt a sense of hope. He glanced back at Tyranny, who was watching with white eyes, and he knew that this was a lesson that would resonate far beyond this day. The joy once filled with tension, now buzzed with the promise of resolution. Solomon stood tall, ready to embrace whatever came next, knowing that he was not alone. He had his fellow veterans, which is son, and taker monetized was beginning to understand the true meaning of respect. And as the sun began to set over Elmrich, kissing a warm glow over the scene, Salman felt a sense of peace wash over him. This was a moment that would be remembered, not just for the conflict, but for the strength of character displayed in the voice of adversity to But just as the conversation began to unfold, the scene shifted, and Salman knew that the real test of strength was yet to come. Do you want to know the fate of the heroes? Please post part 2. Subscribe to the channel, and continue watching. Your opinion and support are important to me. Leave it in the comments. Thank you.